Baylor won the toss, and we elected to kick off. As you can see, it was in a driving rain, and the word that we had prior to the game was it would last a couple of hours. Ben Perry, kicking off, gets a great kick, bounces through the arms of, or just over the head of one of the A&M return men. Pick it up on the 5-yard line. We get excellent coverage from our kickoff coverage unit, and we got them really where we wanted them, inside the 10-yard line. Here's a fine run. Sanders is an excellent player, but on their very first play, we got what we had hoped to get, and that was a turnover. And it was a great opportunity for us, but we couldn't move the football, and as you can see, we could barely get the ball down, much less kick it through the uprights. The wind was out of the north into our face. Stump is the quarterback for Texas A&M. Sanders, number 45, into the line, being hit by a whole bevy of our defensive players. This turned out, of course, to be a defensive ball game because of the weather conditions, and we were game, and you know, I may have to get with our commissioner of our conference and get me a definition of pass interference. It was different on a wet field. See on the video and harder to see on the field, but it brought it back for 5 yards, and Marty Jimerson steps in and kicks his first of 2 field goals. Buzz Sawyer, who was number 2 in the nation, ended up with about a 35-yard average, and he had some high snaps. There's great defense. Thomas Everett and number 44, Robert Waters. Ball's handed off to Sanders, and this is a very, very big play here. He fumbled the football, and we recovered it. And there was quite a discussion about it. Now, here's a slow-mo shot of when he fumbles the football. You can see the ball in his right hand. Now, he starts down, and you will see the ball bounce out right now. Then his shoulder comes down and hits the ground later. And, of course, it was a fumble, but it was ruled that he was down. And that was a big play because it allowed them to have this 25-yard touchdown opportunity, which they converted, and put them ahead by a score of 6-3. Derek Turner blocked the extra point and kept the score at 6-3. Rod Sargent jumping through for about 8 or 9 yards. Good run up the middle. Now they've got the football back, exchanged on punts, turnovers. Stump sprints out, throws the ball outside, and it's wide and high. Ball would slip out of the quarterback's hands. Here's a quarterback draw, picked off from behind by Mergenhagen. There's a great effort. I should have shown you that on slow motion, but Derek Turner came in and almost blocked that field goal, and it was an excellent field goal by Smith. It was Texas A&M's choice the second half. They chose to put their back to the wind, and we again elected to kick off. We wanted them to have to handle the football in the wet weather. Felt like we could get them backed up, and if they couldn't make any yardage, we had a chance to get good field position. There's a fine freshman to tackle. Stump handing off this time to Sanders. Paul Mergenhagen again coming across, making a tackle from his tackle position. Irvin Randall right there pushing the guy back inside, and Paul Mergenhagen again. Kevin Hancock. Jack Hurd, number 16. We forced them into that bad play. They snapped the ball over the punter's head. He goes back, picks it up on the 2-yard line. We've got people putting the pressure. Guess who that is? Derek Turner, Paul Mergenhagen, and Irvin Randall. Falling on it was Greg Baumkamp. Of course, it was our ball. It was 4th down. Derek McAdoo knocks it into the end zone for the touchdown. The officials, I guess, couldn't see it go in. They didn't give their hand signal until the man on the opposite side called it. We kicked the extra point, and that was, of course, critical because that put us 1 point ahead at this time and 4 points ahead later in the ball game. Here's another high snap, but they get it off. We get a hand on that one, and it is kicked out of bounds to the left on about the 30-yard line. And here's one that we should have capitalized on. Great field position, but you can see the intensity of the rain. The ball was juggled coming out, and Roderick Sargent makes good yardage, about 8 or 9 yards up the middle. And there you see it pop out of Tom Mickey's hand, and youngster by the name of Austin from the Texas Aggies falls on the ball and saves a possible score. Ray Berry, whose brother played at Texas A&M, his father, is a great player for us. He's a sophomore and has excellent speed and going to be one of the great linebackers in the Southwest Conference before he graduates. He's pretty good right now. Pass thrown across the middle. Good job in there by Johnny Subia, knocking him loose from the football. They punt to us. Now we take the football. Mickey back and throws across the middle and throws it to Matt Clark, who really made an excellent catch. 17-yard gain, put us a first down at midfield. I'm sorry that was short of a first down. We had a penalty, and we had to punt the ball. They get it down on about the 15-yard line, and here's another pass interference call. Ronnie Thompson getting the flag. You see that flag didn't flutter to the ground. But their quarterback, they came in with a different quarterback, and he fumbled the snap, and we got the football right back, which was very fortunate for us. But so was the nature of the game. A lot of turnovers, a lot of important plays on the kicking game. Tom Mickey bootlegs out and picks up a very, very big first down for us and slides into the sideline. He's hit by the defensive man, and he bounces out to the outside to catch the pass and had a penalty. This is a 44-yard field goal after that penalty by Mr. Marty Jimerson, who has made one of the great comebacks in college football. Now it's the fourth quarter. The wind has really dropped down. Stump is back to pass and throws it. And this is a super shot of pass interference right here. Now that's pass interference on Baylor. We just got it. He said, "Are you sure about that?" And I must have said something like that too. "Are you sure about that?" And he said he was definitely sure about it. So we got a 15-yard penalty, and they got a first down out of it. Ball is thrown for a touchdown to Teaff. He's a fine, fine receiver. You can see Ronnie Thompson fall down on the wet astroturf, and that's going to happen some. This ball is thrown out by Tom Mickey to Glenn Pruitt. Glenn makes a good determined run. Hawkins, their free safety, hangs in there and helps make the tackle. First down on the Aggie 16-yard line. Option play, run to the left. Cut back. The footing was so bad that you could see that you just sort of had to step very lightly. Now here's the option play, run to the left. They descend on the catcher, the man that would take the pitch on the option. Tom Mickey alertly keeps the ball and cuts in for the touchdown. The extra point kick made it 20-16, and that was a 4-point difference. And I'm going to tell you, with Smith kicking down there, I wanted 4 points very badly because he can kick them from 60 or 70 yards, even in bad weather. Good defense by Robert Waters again. What a player he is. And they had an alert Aggie jump on the football and save us great field position. Stump is back now, and he's got some pressure, but he throws under pressure well, and this is a great catch. Now, what's this catch? Fantastic catch by Teaff. Sets him up first down. A moment ago, you can see the goal line marker back there. Stump does the same thing, cuts inside the pursuit. Now, watch this tackle by Jack Hurd right here, and Paul Mergenhagen knocks him down on the 1-yard line, really the 2-foot line. It's fourth down coming up. Our defensive players came to the sideline. I'm going to tell you something. I have never seen such resolve in the eyes of a group of young men. They have had their heart broken 2 times this season, and they were not going to allow it. Now, watch number 6 right here, Anthony Coleman, make a stop. We grab the quarterback. Now watch as Kevin Hancock, and watch who comes in and makes the final stop. Anthony Coleman, after stopping the fullback, got back outside and helped make the stop for a 4-yard loss. And here you see another play of it. Backside pressure, frontside pressure, great penetration in the middle. This is a speedster coming around, Kevin Hancock, and then there is that fine, fine Anthony Coleman. What a play he just made. What a defensive. And our defense had to hold them twice now inside the 30-yard line in the last 2 minutes of play. Pretty good pressure. They throw it across complete for a very important conversion, completion. Now watch this. Stump goes back. Johnny Thomas had Teal absolutely covered like a blanket. He didn't have anybody to throw to. He tries to get it across the middle, and Robert Waters makes the interception, and we run the clock out, and it's Baylor's victory, 20-16, and a great, happy group of Baylor Bears. We'll be back in just a moment.